Welcome to this video of the CE Tool Den. Today we're going to be doing a shop tour. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go around the shop and see how it's evolved. I mean, you've seen my shop in other videos, and it's been kind of a mess. It's a little bit more organized now, but it's evolving. The one thing I will say is this shop, no matter what condition or stage is, there will never be a finale to it. And I think that's for most people's shops too, because everybody... I would call it an evolving shop. It evolves with organization, new tools, because every time you add something, you're going to need to change things about your shop. So I don't think there's a finality to everybody's shops, and that's just my opinion. So that's just what I do. I'm going to call it an evolving shop for what it is. Like, at some point, I plan on finishing this basement shop and making it look a lot better, but for now, because it's very pricey to finish, and I'm going to be doing all the work myself. But let's get to the shop tour. So over here is a Craftsman We Build Pride neon sign that Craftsman sent me a couple of Christmases ago. It's been awesome. I love having it in the shop. One of the things that I've had to build, because I'm going to be telling you, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I got yelled at by the missus, is shop organization. And at one point, this shop was an absolute disaster zone. Like, absolute disaster. Like, everything's thrown away. There's pretty much no organization. So one of the things I did with my drills and my impact drivers is I created this rolling wall of pegboard for drills, impacts, and miscellaneous tools like the saws, circular saws, SDS, Craftsman grinder. But here is my impact branches, and then on this side we have all my drills, more saws. There's a rigid belt sander, different brands of drills and hammer drills and all kinds of drills. Some clamps from Rockler. This is for my, that little control box is for my for the neon sign. There's more. There's another part of the control box for the neon sign. So just want to let you know, previously, a while back ago, this shop only had one outlet, and that was it. That was the only outlet in the shop. So one way to rectify it is I added 6 outlets in this basement because it needed it. The wife wanted the treadmill in a specific spot and didn't want to use that one outlet to be powering the treadmill and everything else. So I ended up doing my own electrical. I've been doing my own stuff for a long time. You know what I'm doing here? So I added 6 outlets. So there's one. There's another one right down there, which we'll see. But this is what it is. We got Craftsman tote storage here. I really like this shop, the way it's been. Some of the things I've done, and I know there's some things I need to improve. And I know organization, but like I said, everything's evolving. There is no ever an end. I built this stand for the TV. I originally had a 24-inch TV here. Now this is a 43-inch TV, so I can watch my shows. I never took the plastic off of this because I know dust is going to get that on. And I try to cover the sheet when I'm doing some hardcore routing, cutting, anything with a lot of sawdust. I covered this with the blanket. I added this strip so I can have power for the TV, and also this is where the neon sign is powered to, plugged into. Here is a Harbor Freight 2 horsepower dust collector. I absolutely love this. This thing's been a game changer because I don't have as much dust, especially the bigger stuff, as I used to. And that was a problem. Again, I got yelled at for that one. You're going to see a pattern here, why things are the way they are. And then there's the other outlet that I did. Last year we added the Series 3 US General cabinet, filled it up. Now, we didn't fill up everything. I'm waiting to fill this drawer up. I haven't even put anything in there, but a lot of the other drawers are filled up. Like we have, I try to put a lot of my Harbor Freight stuff here because I absolutely love Harbor Freight, and I do buy a lot of Harbor Freight stuff. Like all these are Doyle's. There's an Icon, the little mini flex head ratchet set that a lot of people love. I get my gloves there. Here's my Festool sander. I will be adding the side lockers for each side. I want to put one on each side because storage sucks. Basically, I hate this area right here. This is kind of a mess. So it'll be all hidden and organized by putting this. So I want to get rid of this shelf. This shelf is no good for me. Once I get the 2 side lockers, all this stuff in this shelf is going to be put in the 2 side lockers on each end. So you got stains, paints, some foams, insulation, caulk guns, tool bags. There's even a stock pot. I got to move that out. There's a lot of stuff over here. I have this Craftsman professional jointer because I have a benchtop Craftsman, and it's good for what it is, but I need a bigger, longer wingspan because I'm not getting the results I want when I'm doing jointing. So that's why I bought this one used on Facebook Marketplace. And I got to add the dust port to this. So, and I got to put this on wheels. So that's why I have the Bora Universal Portamate. Here's that tool I got, that mini chainsaw that I did a review on earlier. And I just got to organize here. This is where I keep some wood. Here. A lot of this stuff's got to go. A lot of this stuff's got to go. Just unnecessary storage. Because that's not part of the shop, really. One of the things I did was, this was all packed with some of those bins and stuff, like all that junk. So I ended up incorporating, took everything out of this side. That's what all that stuff was. And I put it here. Now I have to get rid of like this buffet table. That's a buffet table right there. That's got to go. So all this stuff can be set back more against this wall. Here is my Rikon 10-inch bandsaw. But it's not really technically a 10-inch as far as, because it's got like a 5.5-inch resaw capacity. And keep some of my big circular saw blades, whether it's for the table saw or for the miter saw. There's my 6-inch benchtop joiner, which is good for what smaller stock, but that's what I want to be using on the reg. Here is my rigid with their dust stopper container here. We got at Home Depot. This is their Gen 1. They have a Gen 2 out now. So this is the battery operated NXT 9-gallon shop vac that I created for to do dust collection, but it does nowhere near as good as something like this. And we have our router table. These bins are going to have to go somewhere because I don't want them here. Which, all this is an eyesore for me because this is valuable shop space. So all this stuff can be moved. Like, I mean, I got a decent sized gap around here between the Series 3 and here. We could be better once we decide to move all this stuff out of the way, and wherever it goes, it's wherever it's going to go. Whether it's a yard sale or whatnot. So this is the table saw that we use. This is the table saw, a job site table saw, the Metabo. It is by far probably one of the best job site table saws on the market, if not the best. A lot of people, you can argue and say that the DeWalt, yes, the DeWalt is maybe the best, but like I said, in my opinion, this is the best because it's got 300 RPM less than the DeWalt. DeWalt is 40, the 10-inch, the one that's got like a similar wheelbase like this. The DeWalt one has 4,800 RPMs. This one's 4,500 RPMs. So it's a little bit less powerful, but by 300 RPMs. But where this one beats the DeWalt is the DeWalt only has a 32-inch capacity, cut capacity for the table. This one's got 35 and an eighth. Tell me that's not badass. That is awesome. 35 and an eighth cut capacity for a job site. Like, even some contractor saws don't even have that, or cabinet saws. This is a job site saw, people. 35 and an eighth. It's awesome, and I like having this. So I added. There's another of the additions for the outlets there. There's another one down there. So I have plenty of power here. As far as a miter saw is concerned, we have the FlexVolt Gen 1. So this is the 2-battery one. I know this one's a controversial miter saw because of the fact that the power base, you can run it on power AC or DC. So I run it on batteries. I've only once ever had to use the power base, the adapter, to make 2 cuts. That's it. The problem with this is you're not supposed to use that adapter base, because now what happens is it destroys the motor. So DeWalt put out a bulletin saying that do not use the power base, or else you're going to destroy the motor, and they're not going to warranty it. So DeWalt really messed up on this. They never created a fix for it. They never did anything for it. They just say don't use the base, and that was a selling point for this miter saw. Now don't get me wrong. This miter saw is badass. It is awesome. It is amazing. It cuts square. It came out of the box square. I have it on this Cobalt miter stand. This is not a miter saw I will ever take on the job site if I can avoid it. I have a little portable Milwaukee M18 one, 7¼ inch miter saw that I have. So that's what it is. So like I said, it's a great miter saw. It's just, it is not, DeWalt will not stand by the warranty if you use the adapter for this, which kind of sucks, but well, whatever. I prefer to use the batteries anyway. So we can move along. So over here I have an RTA cabinet. In this RTA cabinet, there's the 2023 calendar. I haven't updated the calendar. That was December. This is the calendar that the CE Tool Den made in September. We were represented in September. That was an awesome honor. We have caulk sealants, all kinds of glues, rags, plastics, sheeting, PVC cements, all kinds of stuff like that in here. Oils. Love it. It's a great storage system. And over here we have the US General. A US General 5-drawer cot that I converted into Craftsman. You wouldn't even know that this wasn't a US General. Like, really cool that I was able to change it into a Craftsman. This is where we keep some of our ratchets and sockets, automotive stuff, wrenches, all brands of stuff. Oh. That gets sticky. We all have all adapters here. More ratchet sets. More in here. All kinds of different stuff. I mean, it's not super organized, but it's kind of organized. This is another item. I actually use this all the time. It is a cushy seat. If you're working on your car, you're doing tires or whatever, or you want to do your suspension, this is a perfect little mobile seat you can have. Absolutely love it. It's very comfy. And sometimes I use this because this seat is actually cushier than those seats. And I'll watch TV over here. We have our 8-inch Craftsman Professional with variable speed dial grinder here. We have a Wen scroll saw, the rigid, the belt sander there with these kinds of sandpaper. We have a Craftsman built drill press. All kinds of different types of little knickknacks in here. This is organized but not organized, this drawer. A lot of measuring tools, router bits, chisels, markers, pens, all kinds of different types of weird things. I do keep these ratcheting wrenches here because I find them to reach to these at certain times when I need any of these tools. So I keep those there, but I have like a lot of other places. I keep clamps in here, but I want to get more clamps, so I'm going to have to figure that out in the future. And some plumbing stuff too. This is my rigid plumber's wrench. Files in here. All different kinds of little clamps. This is where we keep a lot of my woodworking jigs, squares, circular saw blades, all kind of stuff. Then we have tools there. Fasteners. This isn't the only place we have fasteners, but we have fasteners over there somewhere. Bits, drill bits, all kinds of stuff. And then some of the nailers that we like to use. Over here, this is a bench that started it all, the CE tool den. I made this a few years ago, and I decided I didn't want to paint it, but when I finished it, I was like, maybe I should paint it. So I ended up painting it, and I put this piece of, which has already been through the torture chest, all this hacking and stuff like that. It's all scratched up, but it's been a good top, plywood top, and I put a bunch of coats of poly on this. So it's been used and abused, and I keep this for like big stuff like my 6-gallon pancake compressor, tub of towels. Always got to have tub of towels in the shop. There's my USA from the Texas plant collectors, ratchet and socket sets right there. All kinds of just little knickknacks, nails, dowels. Over here is something that Craftsman sent me a couple years ago. Is the gunmetal chrome set, 150 piece, but this is all autographed by the Gas Monkey Garage set. So really cool. It was a pleasure and an honor to be able to receive something like this from Craftsman. It was awesome. We have a Craftsman banner and a flag, little flag, pennant flag. Over here we keep our bigger clamps, parallel clamps. We do have pipe clamps with the Bessie stuff here, but the heads are underneath here, but the pipes over here. I ended up using the stainless steel tubing instead of the black iron because I don't want it to rust, so that's where we keep it. So over here is my little 2.5-gallon air compressor. That's V20. And then we have a shop vac. That's a 2-gallon or 1.5 gallon. What is it? 1 gallon? Yeah, I don't remember. It is what it is. This is where we keep our mobile storage. So this is our two drawer units and our trade stack tote. And I like the way the vac fits in the tote, so that's where I keep the trade stack vac. This is my pack out section. Let me get this out of the way. Trying to do this one-handed, kind of tough. But yeah, this is where we keep our pack out stuff. This is our pack out vac. This is the cabinet. And we have more fasteners there. We keep other stuff in here like some sandpaper. We keep sandpaper here. So the stuff is all like vital to the shop. More fasteners. We also keep our like other types of things like Teflon tape, all different kinds of Teflon tape. And this is where I keep some of my other pack out stuff. There's one of the first things I bought when I got on the Craftsman platform is this storage unit. It's a little wheelie. I haven't used it in a long time, but it it was really nice to have. Here is our trade stack bags, which I do use still on the job. I use it from time to time when I need it, when I just want to just bring a bag. So I got to move all that other stuff to get to that, because like I said, this shop is very small, very tight, so it's very difficult to organize with all the stuff that I do have. We have tarps, knee pads, all kinds of scrap PVC trims, little scraps of wood. There's my stainless steel tubing for the clamps, edge guide, drywall guide, all different kinds of things. Cleaning brush for the vents. This is my Makita track saw bag, which got the track saws in there. There's my main water line. So one thing I hate very much, and I at some point I want to change this. I want to convert this to all copper and PEX. I gotta get rid of this. This PVC sucks. CPVC. I hate CPVC, but whatever. When I was designing and organizing this area here, I ended up having a bag full, and it hit the PVC and it cracked the PVC, so I had to shut the water off. This is the main right here. I had to shut the water off and go to a supply house to get CPVC, because like Home Depot and Lowe's didn't have the sizes I need. So I was stuck going to a plumbing supply house to be able to get that and get the water restored. So this is why this coupler's here. Don't want to go through that again. This sucks. I hate CPVC, but that's what I have for now. So until I decide to get off my butt and start doing some stuff around here. Well, everything's expensive. Like I said, at some point I need to finish this place. So we got to move that back there. Over here, we have miscellaneous stuff. We have our large Bosch router guides, heat guns. There's some paint here, wood filler, different things. This is where I keep most of my V20 tools, on this shelf. This is where I keep my DeWalt batteries and some tools and edge guides. This actually belongs here. Belt sander. And just knickknacks. There's my two HVL batteries for my worm drive skill cordless saw, which is badass. I love it. There is some sledgehammers and all this kind of stuff. Edge guides. There's my hammers. I have a lot of PPE over here. Cements, guides, pry bars, scrapers, all kinds of stuff up here. And then there's just bags up here. There's I love this bag here. That's for the VersaStack collection. So we put that there. This is, now we come to the Craftsman chest. This is a 42-inch chest. This is something my daughter made me. I love that. She did a good job. Superman Band-Aids. There you go. Craftsman batteries always here. Craftsman tape measures. This is more Craftsman stuff, but it's a lot of different brands in here. This is a lot of more bits, drill bits, all kinds of right angle. Anything to do with bits is up here. Same with this, but this is the Milwaukee. And some pneumatic. Under here, there's some pneumatic air compressor stuff. What's in here? Oh, my electrical stuff. Rigid batteries. This is all my pliers. and wrenches and stuff like that. That's like I keep some of that stuff in the Series 3 stuff, but same thing with screwdrivers. This is different brands of screwdrivers, mostly Craftsman, but there's way more screwdrivers over there. I got a lot of screwdrivers. This I could actually use this for more storage because a lot of that stuff that's over there in the US General 3 box was moved, and now I have this stuff here, and I got more room. This is where I keep my chargers. Most of my chargers, not all my chargers, but most of them. Pneumatic nailers. And there's some pneumatic nailers in that. More chargers. Ryobi, some Ryobi stuff. Recip saw blades, cleaning brushes, oscillating tool blades, and Steel Demon blades from Diablo. Here, this is where I keep my lights. More wood, just scrap wood here that I haven't done anything with yet. Bags, all different stuff here. Here's my wire setup here. Clamps, big clamps. I like to keep my here's a cup holder, paper towel holder with the Craftsman logo on it. I like to keep my torpedo levels here because they're magnetic, so I can just pull them out when I need to. That's the tripod I use when I make my videos. This is the bench I use. I bought at Harbor Freight as my main assembly table, which I haven't finished doing yet. It's where I keep all kinds of different bits, markers, wood markers, all kinds of stuff. Saws, hand saws, whatever. Clamps for my dog holes here. I definitely want to expand that. I already have a butcher block top that's going to expand this assembly area. More stuff here, chisels. There's a little bit of everything here. Now we get to this corner, and this is all different kinds of batteries. M12, M18, Cobalt, Flex, Makita. Should be in here somewhere. Oh, I have Makita batteries. Did I put my Makita batteries over here? Oh, no, they're right here. So this is where I keep all the tools. So that's my track saw. That's my Graco corded spray gun. I would like to get a cordless one. There's a Harbor Freight bucket. That's the box. I'm going to be doing a review on the Forge battery and that new supercharger. This is a Milwaukee. I don't know if it was the Gen 4 or the Gen 3. I think that was for the Gen 4 hammer drill and impact driver. And I keep a lot of fasteners, a lot of knickknacks in these little storage bins. These are Craftsman branded. And same screws here. Keep gloves here, extra gloves. A lot of stuff here. Here's my other. There's the Gen 2 Milwaukee vac. Right over here is the 7¼ inch Milwaukee miter saw. That's what I like to use on jobs. This is all vacuum attachments and adapters. And up here is Ryobi batteries and biscuits and some bungee cords and a polisher. All that kind of stuff. Little cases, tool cases with the Ryobi. This is what I use to sweep the floor over here. More stuff here. So, and this is pretty much the whole shop. When you think about it, there is a lot of tools, and we're only evolving. Things are changing. I know at some point there's only so much room I can have here, but at some point this is gonna be there's gonna be more capacity here once I start getting rid of a lot of the stuff that we use as storage here that's not shop related. And a lot of the stuff will be pushed back because my wife wants to use this area as a gym area. That's our laundry room. So all that stuff is going to have to go somewhere. Probably the attic, the Christmas stuff. Because this has got to be a gym area. And I want to move the washer and dryer upstairs to the half bath in the closet there, because technically those washer and dryer shouldn't have been here. But they messed up when they built this house. They forgot to add that little bump out in the closet. So they put the stupid washer and dryer down here. And now I have a pipe that goes all the way down here to over there to the door. I hate it. It should have been up top. Should have been right. I wish I was around to fight the contractors and builders on that, but I wasn't around at that time. But it is what it is. I'm going to make it better. But this is your shop tour for the CE Tool Den. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And as always, have yourselves a good day, good night, until the next video. See ya.